How's it going, everybody? My name is Wattles. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back, or welcome to the DangerCraft series. So this is the second DangerCraft video, technically, but this is going to be episode number 1, okay? So, DangerCraft is my patron server. Today I'll be talking about and showing off the changes and some of the progress that some of the members have made in the world. I'll have a little bit of information near the end about getting in and some other small changes as well. So, with that out of the way, I think we should just kind of jump into this. Keep in mind that in this series, I am in creative. My role on the server is to set up the community builds for the members and hold fun events. With that being said though, let's start off with the first new building in town. The post office was the very first building, other than the hub, to be set up here at Spawn Town. I don't have an official name for the town yet, so for now it is called Spawn Town. The post office is a place for everybody to come and claim a box. The post office is a great way to give people things and to also get notices, as I will be holding events and fun game-ish things on the world. If you are in the world, you should definitely swing by here real quick and grab a post office box. There are tons still available. Just take a sign down and throw it up wherever you want. And as a fun little note to the old Wattles and Friends world, the statues outside were modeled off of Grade 1 statue in the center of his castle. Again, in that old Wattles and Friends world. Next up on our list, we have the creepy, spooky skeleton graveyard that has moved into town. This graveyard is part of the spook invasion that is currently taking place over on the DangerCraft server. This cemetery has something quite spooky about it. When you go into the center building, you will fall pretty far down into the community double skeleton farm. This is a place where you can come and rack up all of the levels that you need. There is an enchanting setup in this area, and also storage for all of the loot that can be collected when farming up these poor skeletons. There are 2 skeleton spawners powering this farm, so it should be pretty decent if there's more than one person using it at a time. Members are free to come and go and take whatever they need from this farm. Now this big building that I'm showing off right now is a work in progress. I have been building this as well as all of the other buildings on stream. This building will eventually be a banner hall. This is meant for people to come and mark off their banners and bases. So let's say somebody has an outpost and they want to mark it off with their banner. Well, they can put a banner at that outpost, and they could put a banner over in this building and say, hey, this is my banner. This means this is something of my build. This building will also be for the community banners, meaning things like the post office or the skeleton farm, so people can find their way around the world and possibly even teleport their way around. I'm not too sure yet. And then for server updates, last but not least, is the shopping district. The shopping district has been marked out. It will be in this field here. However, there have not been any stores set up yet because we are pretty early on in the world. But with that being said, if you are in the world and you're ready to set up a shop, this is probably the place to do it. So swinging on over into the community builds. First off, we'll start with Creepermans Cove here. This is a really awesome little cove building and the perfect location for quick and easy shopping for sure. I really like what Creeperman is doing inside of this base with the storage room. I like me a nice looking, aesthetically pleasing storage room, of course. Then as we swing farther and deeper into the cave here, we have what looks to be a cow farm, as well as a very nice looking banner and map wall. If you know me, I love me a good map wall as well. Now back here, it looks like there's some kind of auto smelter of some sort. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, I totally love what's going on in here in this little cove base. I really like the feel of this, and you know, I haven't done a cave base for myself in quite some time. Moving from Creepermans Cove over to Ronans Cove. Now, Ronan does have a channel, and I believe Ronan is showing off the progress of the creation of this area on the channel. Definitely check that out. So if you're looking for progress on that, slide into the Danger Chat, and there should be a link in the self-promos channel. However, this is by far the tallest settlement in the server. I have not seen anything quite as tall as this epic mountain settlement here. I really like what's going on. The kelp in the water is growing interestingly and expanding those water sources. That's kind of cool looking. But overall, I am just massively impressed by the height of this thing. This is absurd. The view is, wow. Awesome. Next up, we have Kreisel, its little outpost here. Kreisel does have a channel as well. What I believe Kreisel is doing here is making giant versions of the plants. So as you can see right in front of us is a giant, and when I say giant, I mean absolutely giant version of a sugarcane farm. Now, I do believe Kreisel has more planned, and that these farms will be auto farms as well, which is honestly pretty cool. I have also helped Kreisel out in finding a slime chunk. I'm not sure if Kreisel has begun to set up that slime chunk, but there is a slime chunk right around the outpost. Now you find us over at Cynthias Farm. This is absolutely foodie. I don't know, there's a lot of food here, but there are some pets too, and the cat, believe me, has an absolutely amazing name that I didn't catch on stream the other day. It's Setlaw. That's my name backwards, and I didn't realize that. That was embarrassing. Also, these animals seem to be having an amazing life in this hole. And last but definitely not least, we have the beginning of what will be called Greater Petronia. The name Petronia comes over from the Wattles and Friends world. This is Delta's work as well as a few other members. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe Drake still lives around Turtle Lake, and I think also Chrysalis may be living in Greater Petronia as well. Now, I've heard from Delta that the Vikings are off across the sea, but they're very far, and they may make landfall in the winter. The wall is being set up to stop the Vikings from invading. Delta does have a channel of his own. Again, slide into the Danger Chat, and you can find all of these people there, and you can message them for their channels or check out their videos. I definitely advise it. And so, now, what else is new? Well, there's a new data pack in the world. As always, all of the data packs are linked down below for these DangerCraft videos, but this is Mad Cat's Mob Head data pack. This data pack adds in some mob heads. This was a highly requested data pack from the members of the DangerCraft server, and I absolutely loved the idea of it. So, some mobs can drop their heads, and they have different chances of doing so. Some mob heads are more rare than other mob heads. And if you like what you've seen in this video, keep in mind that I am building these things on Twitch. You should definitely check out my live streams if you like the buildings that you're seeing and you want to see them in progress. If you'd like to see a building being built live on stream, then my Twitch would be the place to check that out. Now, if you're interested in joining the world, you're in luck, because the whitelist updates at the beginning of each and every month. That means the next whitelist update is in about 2 weeks from now. If you pledge before the beginning of each month, you can expect to get in the next month, meaning if you pledge now, you get in for November. But it's, of course, completely your choice. All of that information and more can be found on my Patreon, which is linked down below. So far, it's been a pretty exciting and impressive first 3 weeks or so on the DangerCraft server. I really love what I've been seeing so far, and it's super, super exciting. I've heard that there's more spooky things coming to the server, but it's still just a rumor. I'm not 100% sure. My name is Wattles. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did enjoy it, and consider subscribing if you haven't yet. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.